guys, welcome back. Okay, so right now we are about to head downstairs to do some work in the apartments downstairs, because if you've been following along you will know that we want to start a project in there whereby we're going to allow family and friends to come and stay downstairs. So in order to do that we need to give it a good clear up. Most of it I'd say is probably cleared now, kind of, compared to what was in there before that you didn't see. But there are some bits that we still need to get rid of. But what we've decided to do is to make things easier, because we're actually splitting the apartment, the whole thing into 2 apartments rather than 1, and have an, an adjoining door, so that if someone wants to come and stay and wants the whole place, you can have an adjoining door open up and you can have access to the whole area. What we're going to do is we're going to actually start with one side first so that we don't overwhelm ourselves. So we're going to start with the apartment that is in the kitchen, that side. So today we're going to go downstairs and do what we can. Probably a lot of this, the work that we're going to do in this project is going to be DIY, because as I said before, we don't have anything much of a budget. So we're going to do as much as we can ourselves until we physically have to get help. So it's going to be an interesting one. I'm not sure how this is going to happen or how it's going to work, but it is going to work. And we're just going to go for it and just see where it goes from there. So let's do this. So we're inside now. So basically, to make the 2 apartments adjoining, there's going to be a door from where this living room is here, and it will go right across to the other side. So that's going to be the division line basically to the 2 apartments. So as I said, the entrances will be on the other side of the building, so that we have completely separate entrances from our personal entrance. Today we're just going to be in here, which is my children's old room. I think we could actually, we're going to try and use as much as what we already have here. So what we're going to do, or what I think we should do rather, is that the bottom bed that was my children's bunk bed, I think we just need to get it strengthened with the mattress, and we can keep that as a bed for the room itself. Because once you take off the top, it's actually a decent bed if we can just get it cleaned up. I think a couple of the slats were broken, so we'll just get some of those fixed, get it reinforced, and it's actually a nice double bed that we can still use in here once it's all cleaned up. So I think that's a really good way to go.
The bed will face here though.
Yeah, this side, yeah, right here.
Nice, and then on the opposite side.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, wow, the floor has really picked up Hamatan dust. Let me show you. Wow, see this area here? You can see it. It's made like a square patch on the floor. That's the thick dust as we've just moved the mattresses. Wow. So in here definitely needs, look, you can see it, look. I just showed you that it's dust, look. Because we have the louvers for the windows, the dust just comes straight through. And that is it on the floor, that's the dust. Wow. Okay, so in here I feel like anything that we can salvage for the kitchen we should do. So like, I don't know. I guess the cooker's kind of knackered, isn't it? Because of all these holes. This thing is rusted, yeah.
I think I just have to rip this one out.
But this worktop, can we use this for something?
Yeah, upstairs. We can use it for shelves. So we can rip all this off, remove all of this. This has to come off. We'll take this all down. Can we salvage the towels?
Our expensive kitchen.
Yeah, very expensive, man.
I know it's a bit difficult to follow along what we're saying. I'm going to try and show you as much, or as best I can. Okay, so here. So because there's this, you've got this dividing part here. Let me just show you. Because you've got this dividing part here, we can't take this down, can we?
That's a structural.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
So how would you do the kitchen here?
We'll have to reconfigure.
If you make this a whole kitchen, that means you enter the house through the kitchen.
From the side, yeah. You enter it from here, and the kitchen is right here. That's what I'm thinking. It says alternatives.
I don't think that will work. I think it's best to leave this as like an entryway, and then have the kitchen in here.
Yeah, so that means you've got 2 pockets of... Anyway, that one there could be an electrical cupboard for the inverter system anyway. Yeah. This side, isn't it?
I think you could just, we can beautify this place once we've emptied everything out. We can do something with it, but I think it should be in here just to keep it simple.
Yeah. Okay.
We don't want to have to do more work than what we need to. You know?
No, I agree. I mean, that's for that one for sure. Well, I don't want to do more work.
Yeah, nobody does. Okay, so what we're just discussing is that, because Kwame is saying that we should have the kitchen, so it's just this part here, but I feel like it would be good to have a bit of worktop space, so to make it like a small L here. But because this is already a kitchen, we don't want to make too many changes in here because I feel like it's not going to be worth it. Price-wise, it's not going to be worth it. So what I was thinking is, perhaps even though there's already a fridge here, I'm suggesting that we get a fridge that can go under the worktop and let the worktop sit on top of it. So therefore you kind of maximize the space. So your fridge will go under and then you have a worktop space. So you have a small L-type kitchen here, which is enough for someone who's only coming to stay just for a little while. And then on the other side, we'll move the fridge that we have here at the moment, we'll move that to the other side and make that side a bit more, maybe a bit more plush, if that makes sense. Because there is no kitchen set up there, therefore it's easier to kind of work with the space. Yeah, and then the sofas will be somewhere across this window, and then you have a TV mounted on this side or something like that, I don't know. We'll work it out. We're still kind of talking through things, so we're not 100% sure what we're doing exactly yet, but we're just talking through options to see what's best. I'm just saying, for someone who would like to do a cartwheel, you could do a cartwheel in here, okay? So now the bed's gone, I can kind of like see the space again that we're working with, which is quite good. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to rip the doors off this wardrobe that we have here. We're going to rip these doors off because that can come out.
Okay, so I'll take one, you take one.
Yeah, I'll do mine in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah. So Kwame's going to take these off, and then afterwards we're going to concentrate on the floor here, and as Kwame said, we're also going to brick that up, but obviously not today, to divide the two places up. But anyway, you guys can watch Mr. Muscle Man do his thing.
I don't know about the muscle down.
Alright, even if they're upside down muscles, they're still muscles. the muscles, as you grow older, the muscles move from here to here.
Popeye.
So this wardrobe here was a very typical old style wardrobes that they used to put in these houses all the time. It was just basic wooden doors like this, very simple, and it's just been like frightening. Oh my gosh. Wow. Mom, please don't be careful. No one comes. Careful of the fan. You could have loved at least given me some warning, innit? Like, did you not see the way I dropped?
Oh no, I didn't see it, you know.
You enjoy yourself.
Exactly.
Great if I could actually pull this off and Kwame couldn't. Imagine if I pulled it off. You'd never live it down.
Take this one off, you see? I don't know how it might look. Would it look funny if the bed is here and the cover is here? I thought the reason why I'm going to do that is for ventilation. You know, if you're lying there with the bed, open this and get more wind coming this way than before it comes this way. But anyway, it's going to be quite air conditioning.
It's too much work.
Yeah.
No, just leave it as it is.
Yeah.
And remember, we don't want to use too much money to do this up, so whatever we have, we can
on a budget.
Yeah, so let's just keep it as it is.
Yeah.
We'll do is we'll like get someone to maybe put like a something, make this a bit nicer, just put a rail on it. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is now we've taken out all that from there. I think the best thing to do is in order to like save on cost, because I don't think we want to spend money where we don't really necessarily need to spend it. So I think what we're gonna do is we'll just get that space done up nicely. Obviously it's blue in there at the moment. It's not gonna stay blue. We'll get it so it's all white. I don't know if we're gonna get in a casing to be done or something like that.
Or shelves, just put shelves in it.
Yeah, or we could just put the shelves in and then, I don't know. We'll find a way to make it work as, I want to say cheaply as possible, that's probably not the right word. Just as cost effective as possible. But I do think that for the windows, because they're louvers at the moment, I think we should try and change those windows. I think we're better because too much dust comes in. It's just ridiculous, the amount of cleaning that you're going to be doing. I feel like
actually make it like
full windows would be better.
Yeah, like a door.
A door?
Yeah, so the door is here, so you can actually access that back there if you want.
But then you need to be able to open it for ventilation as well.
You can, just so you do this side as window louvers, and the other one is not. I mean,
I think so.
Anyway.
So yeah, so we have started. As I said, we don't know where the money's coming from, but we will definitely get this done. And I think Palmer's got a bit of vim in his bones. He likes these little projects. They get him excited. It's something fresh.
Oh, it really gets me excited.
It does. It gets him excited.
It makes me happy.
Yes. Okay. It makes him happy. Makes him happy.
You see, that's what I said. Why did I say that? That's what I said.
It makes him happy to do these things. So yeah, it's quite exciting actually because for the longest time we've battled with what to really do with the space, but I think this is definitely the right decision. Have it open with friends and family and all of that. So it feels quite nice to do here and to actually see this space different to what it was before. I think is also a nice thing as well. So this is another weird thing, right? Like this is a bedroom. I don't understand why there would be a window here. So obviously this is another thing that we have to get rid of.
The reason why I have is ventilation.
Ventilation, yeah, but it's just so weird to have. Anyway, to be honest with you, to be fair, this was actually the outside of the building. So this was looking outside because we did the hallway. We closed off the hallway to make the place a bit bigger, more usable for us when we moved in. But some houses actually have this in their bedrooms. So like you look out onto the living room. Our first house that we stayed in Ghana was the first time we'd ever seen that. So our bedroom looks out onto the living area. So anytime anyone was in the living room, they could see straight into the bedroom, which was kind of weird. But yeah, this will all be knocked out. This will all be knocked out and bricked up so you can't see anything. Or we may just leave a little skylight strip here, we're not sure yet. But we'll do something. We should get the children to do it. They're very good at breaking this glass. Accidentally breaking the glass. Reason I said it, last time when we first moved in here, my son somehow managed to break so many of them. He broke them all at once. So I was like, how on earth? I don't even, anyway, that's another story. I don't like the sight of blood, so I'm scared to cut myself. So I'll watch you from here.